Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mari and I'm gardening in New York, zone 6B7A, and today I'm going to get this GreenStalk over here planted. This is the last one that I'm going to plant with spring crops, as you can see here in the other ones. This one is the one we planted together last, and we just did a harvest from this one yesterday. So today we're going to take care of this guy, and this one here have overwintered outside. I always leave my GreenStalks outside for the winter. I don't put them back in, and I also don't change the soil. This one is actually my oldest one. It's going to go in its 5th season now. I'm just removing the plant supports so I can take it apart. The soil needs to be refreshed, so I'm going to add a little thin layer of compost on top. And I also have some seedlings here. I sowed some seeds here last fall and left them covered with these little seed houses over here that I took it out and put in this planter now. And I was waiting for the seeds to sprout to take care of it, and now they did. So we're going to unassemble it, take it apart, take care of the watering discs inside, take a look at all the seedlings that we have popping up in there, and then we're going to finish up by planting some new things in it. So let me start with taking this apart first. This planter over here, it's 4 years old, and I have never changed the soil on it. Every spring I just refresh it by adding a little thin layer of compost or some organic fertilizer, and it has done very well. This was my only leaf planter for a while, the one with the 7 tiers, and I have grown lots of greens on it. I have now got 2 more, one last year and one this year, and you can see here on this maple colored one that I have lots of greens going that are ready. And because of that, I'm just going to do a variety of different things on this stone colored one that I'm unassembling. Let's take a bit of a closer look on how everything is doing. So this potting soil has been here for 5 years. It's going to be 5th year now. And I have always, every year, mostly amended with a top layer of compost. Sometimes I put fertilizer. I think last year I did fertilizers and a compost. And I didn't have a lot of sinkage last year. Still, there's a little bit of space there, but not too much. I have some algae growth in here. It means that it's too moist, but I have lots of new seedlings popping up. I did not label it, so I don't really know what they are, but I'm going to leave most of them there and try to just amend the pockets. And since the soil is a bit full in here, I'm probably going to plant it, get everything planted before I amend it, and then we're going to put these up back again together. So hopefully it won't take us too long to get these all nice and beautiful. I'm going to get the empty pockets, and I'm going to just use my little hori knife here to dig some holes and plant the seedlings. I have here a selection of different things. I wanted this to be mostly my herb GreenStalk, so I have a few different herbs in here, but the seeds that I sowed are also from herbs. So I have some thyme that I know I sowed in here last year. Is the same as this one, these seedlings that I have been growing inside. It's a winter thyme that I got a pack for free from GreenStalk once they send their planters and products. I have some cilantro here and some sage that I have started from seed too. There's some parsley that I see coming back, and I cut in one pocket. I had lots of parsley growing that GreenStalk last year. There's a little pansy in here. I did also sow some pansy seeds, and I know, oh my God, those are lavenders. Sorry, I just realized this. I cut it back. I thought they were dead. I just realized there's some new growth in here. I guess we're going to have some lavender in the bottom too. So I have some little lettuce in here that I can plant, some Swiss chard that I got it from Hudson Valley Seed Company. I actually didn't grow this. I impulse bought when I went to visit their store a couple weeks ago. And then for the leftover spots, I'm also going to plant the leftover of this pak choi, which is the same that we planted on this planter here together. Oh, you know, I just thought of something. What if I plant some onions? I have some onions back here. I have them acclimating. Oh, and I have extra parsley. There you go. I was not thinking about that, but maybe I'll do some extra parsley too. And some onions. Maybe I will do some onions. I read on the little GreenStalk brochure that you can do onions on the leaf too, so I think we're going to try that. We're going to do an experiment this year too and see how these onions are going to do here. So let's get that going. Let me start first with the herbs. So I know that I have 3 lavenders now, I see, and they're coming back, which is super exciting. And I think that I'm going to put a thyme there too, even though I have more time coming around. I love drying my herbs for the winter, so There's never too much, and I like to make herb salt and also gift them to friends and family during the holiday season. So I'm going to do a little extra time in here. It's just for fun. This will be the bottom tier because I don't want anything climbing on my planters to eat things. So maybe if I have the strong smelling things in the bottom, that will prevent some critters to try to climb on top of my GreenStalk. So I'm gonna do one time here, maybe a sage as well. Get all nice strong smells. I'll do the sage on this side. And I don't know, the parsley might be too tender. Or you know what, I'm gonna change my mind here, as often I do when I'm planting. I'm going to put this thyme in here, in between, and then put another sage here in the bottom. There you go, so it looks nice. I don't like to put the two together. This one will make it a bit more interesting in this way. So let's do that. And the bottom tier of our GreenStalk is ready. Oh, I love I just got the smell of it, got a whiff. Touching it, handling it, and this one smells really good as well. Also, I gotta keep in mind that I want to plant some basil once it gets a little bit warmer. We're having a warm day today, but we never know if it's going to keep it like this. I think it's safe to wait until May because we might have some frost still. So I'm just planting cold hardy things in here as well as everything else that is already out. Now we're gonna move to our other tier. Let me see. I think it's gonna be that one because I don't have a lot of seedlings in there. And that one I might plant the broccoli and some onions. Okay, I've got a couple seedlings in here, but I don't think I planted those. They're coming from the middle here. It might be weeds or things from last year. I'm gonna do the onions alternating, because that's how I like to do. This one doesn't have anything growing, so that's good. Oops, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do 3 onions. This is my first year growing onion in general, so we'll see how they were going to do. I heard that I have to give them a haircut to make them stronger. So actually maybe today, after we finish doing this, I might cut these up and get a little harvest too. So just planting. There we go. There's 3 in here. Maybe I should do it closer to the pocket because we gotta have some space for the bulb to form, right? That'll probably be better. This one is looking good, I think. Okay, and then I have 3 more. I'm gonna go ahead and just put in this layer over here since I have already taken them out. And it's hot today. I don't want them to be just laying there. This guy's looking good. Don't really know how deep I have to plant them. Shouldn't have read that before I started, but it's okay. I think we're gonna be good. This one's just going to have those 2 there because these guys are opposing to each other. And then I'm going to put another one here, even though this parsley is not going to come back. It looks, this one would have, but oh well. It's okay. Let's do this guy here. There's seedlings in here. And this guy here. And we will start with that. Since those 4 at the bottom, I'm gonna have these 3 as the top, and I want to put my pak choi on the top and the beautiful Swiss chard. So let's do that here, starting with this side. And the reason why I want to do this too is because it's more protected from the pests also. I don't want things eating my guys all the way down there. So if it's taller, it makes it a bit harder for them. So just gonna do a hole here too. Get this beautiful pak choi. Gorgeous. And planted. Wait, there's only 3? Yeah, let me do one on each tier then. Oops, sorry, I was not showing that one, but that's how it looks over there on that side. Then I'm doing one here. I'll take down those 2 lower leaves that are struggling a bit. There we go. Then we're gonna do compost after. The last one here. This one has a lot of things growing in it, but I will do it on this side. So bees are back. One just flew over me. I'll leave the tag on this one so I remember the name if you guys ask me in the future when I'm doing the garden tours. Easy to read. There you go. This is a new to me variety this year. So now let's do some Swiss chard too. I'll get this very beautiful yellow one. Oops. Right next to this guy here. I love purple and yellow together. Oops. I don't want to lose too much soil. These guys needed to be planted. Now, a little space for a handful of compost and two for nutrients. Do the pink here because I might put those two close together. This one was the top layer. You can see there's no marking of the water in this. Oh, this bees. Not coming straight to my hair, those guys. Okay, and this here. And soil is pretty fluffy for just being there all winter. I think that's good. It's getting moisture and there's some bacterial activity going there, so it stays nice and healthy. It's not hydrophobic or anything, or hard and compacted. It's pretty good, so I'm happy about that. Now I have one extra Swiss chard. Let's put it down here for more interest in the planter. Oh, look at these roots. I think I'm gonna put this broccoli there. This guy's not doing very good. Let's get this guy here close to this onions. I think I might have taken too long to plant those. We'll see how they'll do. So first layer, second layer, that's the third. So we need more things in there. So let's do some flowers. This one that's flowering. Put some sheer. Then I'm gonna put another pansy right here next to this Swiss chard. This one's not flowering, so I don't know the color. Let's see, this one, I think it's purple from what I'm seeing. So let's do that, and then this third one here, let's put next to this bok choy. The roots are really bound on this. I hope they're going to be okay. Great. Now my cilantro, because I do want to have this with herbs. Gonna do one cilantro, maybe here where it was. There's a pansy coming here. I might let her be. I might not put too much cilantro because cilantro gets huge. I'll just try to keep up with the harvesting, and maybe I'll put a trellis so they can keep it upright. But sometimes it droops, it falls. There's two in here, so it won't grow too big. And I'll do another sage on this bottom one here, in between the onions. The cilantro on this guy here. This pocket's calling me. There's a couple seedlings in here I might have to sacrifice. I think those are lemon balm seedlings from a plant that was here. There's tons of them. So let's see what's going to come up. Okay, 2 cilantro plants in here should be enough. I'll plant the other ones on my future raised beds too. All right, I think we're looking good. Maybe do a little bit of lettuce. This one I just sprinkled in this container and they popped up. So I'm going to gently separate them. I don't want to, let me see if I can do that. Maybe I'll do 3 of them to have this here as baby lettuce. So I'll keep just cutting as cut and come again. There, this guy came by itself, so it can grow to full size. Maybe I'll do it right here. Nice. Let's do one here. And this last one here. Cool. I think it's good. I didn't plant enough pansies, but it's okay. I have plenty in the other planters. I do need to get them planted though. I have more here because they are very root bound. And we're gonna go to the next step and amend this with some compost. I have some compost here that I sifted from the big bulk order that I made. And I'm just going to add enough to give them a little bit of food. So I have to put a little bit in each pocket at least because we need to replenish the nutrients in this planter. I am going to fertilize it too and try to keep an eye on fertilizing, but it's always good to get some organic matter or some more life in the soil as well. Let me give you guys a closer look again before I start stacking them back up. That's how it looks. I noticed that I had a couple empty pockets, but that's okay. Maybe I'll put some pansies in there once we put it up. And because I want this to be mostly herbs, once I harvest these pak choys here, they're cool season, I'm going to probably put some basil or maybe some marigolds or something like that for pop-up call and pest control too. So let's now just work on putting the watering discs back and stacking these back up. Okay, but right before I stack it, I gotta water it. So I'm gonna do that without the watering discs. First, I actually went inside and rinsed them. I like to clean them when I take things apart, especially because I only put the new lid on this spring, not last winter. They were a little bit dirty, but moving forward, I shouldn't get much debris going there because the lids now keep them covered. I'm going to do the same thing I did with that guy over there. And I don't remember if I did it with this, but with that one definitely. Going to just add a bit of this organic Neptune's Harvest Fish and Seaweed fertilizer just to give it a little boost, especially because the soil is old. Going to turn this down and gently water everything. First with this, and at the end, actually, you know what I was thinking? Usually I was going to say at the end I'm going to do through the watering discs, but the soil feels kind of moist. It's not too dry, so maybe I could wait a day to water through the watering discs if I just get this nicely watered here. We'll see. We'll decide once I put this up. And I don't want to waste fertilizer. That's why I'm watering so close to the pockets and make sure everything stays in the planter. My husband's gonna work on some yard cleaning in the back. We are both enjoying the nice day. So hopefully you guys can't hear any noises, but we're just gonna get some things done because we gotta get set up, the place set up to build our garden in the back there too. And this has been the nicest weekend that we had in months. So it's good to be outside. Okay, cool, looking great. Let's set up the watering discs. And I say this in every video that I set up with GreenStalk, but I'm going to say it again in case it's your first time watching. It is important when you set this up that you put the holes that are here on these discs in the same direction as your plants, the pockets, same direction of the pockets, that's what I meant, where the plants are growing. There you go. So that way the water can go to the roots of these plants here. And I'm putting this up on my spinner base. This is the spinner with wheels. I have all of my GreenStalks on them. I love being able to rotate it and to also move it around if I need it. So let's start with this first one here, bottom. And when you put the first one, you gotta kind of click it. Oh, there you go. Now it did. So it fell in there, so it's locked in place. This is very important because it's the first layer. If you put this a little bit tumbled, you know, the GreenStalk might not be stable. So every time you put a layer down, make sure it's nice and secure and straight and good. So you hear it when it clicks, which is good. So second layer would be this. Since my lavender is going to be growing in the back, I'm going to put the broccoli facing here with this thyme. Like this, I guess. Be careful when you're putting them up to not smush your plants. I have a hard time with that sometimes. So hear the click, check on your plants, and move on to the other layer. Do this one here. This is not all planted. I'm going to do one side nice with the big stuff, and then the other side is going to catch up to speed in the back. So it just looks more even. Also, the lettuce here is a cool weather crop, and I never really have luck growing lettuce after June. So after that, once we harvest that, I'm going to plant some more heat-loving things on this too. And maybe some herbs that I'm forgetting to talk about here. I keep thinking that I should say something else other than basil, but I can't think of it right now. Okay, there's another yellow here. Let me just turn this. There we go. Maybe like this. I think it'll look nice. All right, and last but not least, this guy over here. All good. Clicked nice and good. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited finally. I was feeling bad having this guy not being used for its full potential for these past days. I wanted to grow as much food as I can. So I'm glad that I could put that up. And just put this one up. This is the top water reservoir. And this is the lid I was talking about. Because there's this lid, debris is not going to get into those little discs that we just put it down and clog it, which have happened to me in the past. And that's why I like to always give maintenance on my GreenStalks. But now with the lids, we're not going to need to do that anymore. So that's awesome. Here it is. Beautiful. Our fourth GreenStalk is now planted, and I have 2 more still to set up for this season. Okay, now let's take a close look on how everything is looking, including the other GreenStalks. I'm going to go back to this one first real quick because we just put it together. And I'm not going to water right now because my husband's going to work in the back and going to make some noise. I'll do that right after. Here is the broccoli and the kohlrabi, looking great. And I was very surprised to see this. What is the broccoli that I was looking earlier? I have just pinched this broccoli here to encourage some side shoot production. This is a sprouting broccoli, not a main head broccoli. You're not supposed to do that on the one that does a main head, but there's already little shoots coming up. Maybe you can't see, I might have to wait a couple days, but there's shoots coming up already. A few days only, this guy's already trying to grow. That's amazing. But everyone in this GreenStalk looks great. And we have some strawberries here on the top. Someone asked me about a strawberry in the comments in the past video and asked if the strawberries would overwinter. So I'm just going to answer here. These guys have overwintered. They stayed outside on this planter as well. This is from last year, and they did fine. They're growing nice and healthy, and they're okay. So the new ones I planted should be okay to overwinter in our zone 2, which is zone 6, B, 7A. We're a bit in between zones here. And here, the chives that I have just harvested too, a couple days ago, are already starting to grow back. A few days ago, maybe. Let's move on to this guy. This is going to be the front for now, but I'm going to rotate it to show you guys how it's looking. The back might not have too much, not too much going on in the back, but these guys are going to catch up to speed. Actually, I'm going to leave this GreenStalk turned this way, so there's more sun in the back there. That's where the sun rises in the morning, so they grow a little faster than these guys, maybe so they can catch up. I'm gonna remove this, switch our leaf. Okay, very good. And this is looking gorgeous. We just replanted this yesterday after I harvested some bok choy, and everyone is doing wonderful. Look how pretty those look. I even think that they got a little darker after they've been outside here. It's been a little hot, so some of them are still adjusting. It's only been a day since they have been planted, which is totally fine and expected. I got some peas growing in a few of the pockets too that I have direct sown. And the spinach, unfortunately, is bolting, so I might actually harvest some for tonight's Easter dinner. A couple here, another one there. This is the overwintered spinach that bolted. I have some that I started in the spring, and I think that one, still looking really nice. So all good with that one. Here is our newly planted GreenStalk that we planted a couple days ago, and the broccoli here is still struggling a bit. I was worried about it because I damaged the roots when I was tearing them apart, so he might not make it, but I'll keep you guys updated too. The lettuce there is looking a little sad. We'll see. It's been hot today too, so I wonder if that is why, or if that's because they did got too much damage when I was separating the roots. So this one's looking really good. All the back here is covered with our little baby lettuces, looking beautiful. Is there another lettuce? This one's looking a little dry. The soil was dry when I put it in here, so I might have to water them to the watering system too. So I'm gonna get this water today, right after I finish filming this video too. But that's it. That's the update for all the GreenStalks that we have been growing here so far, and hopefully they're going to produce a lot of food for us on this season. I also have some things doing very good on my raised bed here too. My new Vigo raised bed. Everything is growing nice and beautiful. And all my radishes that I can't wait to eat are starting to get a little bigger finally. So hopefully I'll have a harvest in a few weeks, maybe 3 to 4 weeks, hopefully. I'll be able to grab the first ones. And don't forget that GreenStalk is doing a sale on this model planters, those 3 over here, for Easter. So if you want to get one, this is a great time. If you want to see how much food this one produced in the last few years, I'm going to link a video right here with a GreenStalk harvest. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like to see how these planters are going to do here in this season. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time.